Well, live streaming again today. Excited to play some more Galactic Tank Force. Had a lot of fun on this yesterday. Looking forward to really focusing on the lit shots, getting through the mode progression. Just waiting for the... Good morning, Chris. Welcome to the live stream. Something about the way I turn on this machine. It's like I have to turn on the machine and then hook it to the capture card. Oh, Chris, you played Kiss Pinball Machine last night. That's fun. Not a bad one. It's a fun game. Just letting Galactic Tank Force screen load up now. I can connect the wire. Come on now. There we go. Thank you, man. Yeah. Yeah, good morning from opening up my dashboards here, but yeah, good morning from YouTube. Happy Sunday. Welcome to the live stream. Excuse me. There we go. Ooh, it's the star of the show, Captain Cayenne. One of my things, oh, there's the other star of the show, the twerking cows. Shout out to the twerking cows of Galactic Tank Force. Thank you for what you do to improve our twerking expectations when we play pinball. So, my audio is a little bit low. Check, check. It could just be that the song audio, like that's where I normally have it, but I was talking, so I turned it down. But thank you, yeah. Let's see. It should level off in a second, but yeah, it's Sunday. I did some social media stuff this morning, so I was on my all different social medias creating my shorts and reels and scheduling them to go out over the next couple weeks. I got some interesting shorts for Multimorphic and Hexa that are going to be rolling out over the next couple weeks. Also, if you are a YouTube viewer, I posted some of the long form interviews with Hexa, Multimorphic, Wonderland Amusements, and Chris Turner from Turner Pinball. So those are on my YouTube. Just, you know, some different stuff. I learned a lot at Pinball Expo of what type of, you know, interviewing I like to do and I find rewarding. So, for different expos, I'll know what type of gear to have, how to, you know, approach the different vendors and manufacturers and content creators, how to keep an interview short, get it right the first time, get the audio right so that I can create stuff later. So, oddly enough, like I took my flipper cam with me, which is a Sony ZF-1 or something. What's it? I'm not sure what model it is. It's like their middle of the road content creator. I don't know, whatever you call it. But anyways, I actually got better, more usable content from my iPhone. So anyways, it had a cinematic mode, was created some more enjoyable looking content. So maybe I'll travel light next time, but anyways, welcome to the stream. We got a resub from Space Junk 3000. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Resub. Awesome. Thank you. But anyways, as far as today, I just wanted to say happy Sunday for those of you that are on the Northern Hemisphere, I guess, or I don't know how the world time works. I'll be honest, not hemisphere. I just know that for my Australian friends, somehow it's the next day. And I never learned why. But we're going to play some more Galactic Tank Force. Then I'm going to switch over to another title. I want to say it could be Funhouse. But frankly, I really feel like playing a Stern title next. So sometimes I just do stuff for myself. But I do have a webcam picked, then a way to, you know, jankily mount it so we can see the LCD on Funhouse. But anyways, shout out to nitropinball. Nitropinball is where I buy all my pinball stuff. Nitropinball is the place to call when something new comes out. Call them with your credit card and get on the list, because they have a pretty big allotment set because they cover different regions and stuff. So that's my recommendation. If you call them, always tell them that Aaron from Grown Up Adjacent sent you, so that they know that my promotional effort works. I don't get any kind of kickback or anything, at least right now, but it does help them realize that, you know, it's good to, you know, have a partnership relationship. But yeah, Space Junk, you know, it's nice to see you here too. It's okay to not chat, but yeah, having me in the background, I've heard that for a few people. They'll like throw it up on the TV when they're in their workshop, or they'll put it on at the arcade, and, you know, just to have some pinball streaming going. So yeah, I was Space Junk. That's interesting. I've been recommending joining pinball leagues to people that don't play in a league. I just recently joined, and I found that camaraderie and competitiveness to be like a whole other side quest in pinball. So, but yeah, that's good. Have fun. I know even Shadowtronics focuses mainly on virtual pinball, Zen tables, and Shadow is deeply entrenched in the tournament scene, from what I've heard, the online VPN scene, according to Johnny Button. But he's starting a Squid Games elimination tournament today on virtual pinball. So, but anyways, thank you to the viewers joining in on a Sunday. I will be actually trying to score a little higher today playing Galactic Tank Force. This is one of those games that you just can't help but get caught up in the fun and campiness and goofiness. But the truth is, it is a game that allows you to start and finish modes pretty easily. I've had no technical difficulties playing it on my last stream yesterday. The first stream I had a fuse blow for unknown reasons, so that put the game down for a couple days. But yeah, I mean, when you look at this machine, it's clown puke, all right. Lots of color, lots of fun. I'm not mad at it. The cow sounds and the audio, they sure are fun. Anyways, cheers with a huge cup of coffee. We're going to have some fun playing Galactic Tank Force today. So Shadowtronics, I didn't end up talking to support because when I changed the fuse, the game worked fine. So I'm going to chalk it up to maybe a coil got stuck or something. So if it kept blowing, I was going to call support because I wouldn't want to do any damage. I inspected all the coils. I inspected all the connections. I did a switch test, make sure nothing was held. So I did my kind of technical due diligence. I didn't think I needed to, in the end, I didn't need to call support. But we'll see. If it blows again, I will call support because maybe they know, hey, right coil can't be above a certain power, or the switches in the middle are known for getting stuck and they'll hold something on. So if we do blow another fuse, then I will definitely report it to support. I do know they've been watching the streams. So, but yeah, this machine is not brand spanking new. It has about 500 plays on it. It was at in a showroom and it had traveled around a few times. So who knows? Stuff can get rattled loose, but anyways, let's get playing some pinball. Again, thanks for joining us. Happy Sunday. Galactic Tank Force is on the way.
Hello, rookie. I'm Captain Cayenne. Welcome to the squad. Get your hand on that shooter and see if you got the right touch. This is no drill. Lock and load. Ready to engage.
Spy bots are detected.
Fudge you too.
After being so careful. After being so careful, I drained. Trying to start a mode, trying to play less erratically, right? That'll ball save.
Explosive, methane, blaster, engage.
Time to help milk some of Professor Plotnick's cows. Some of us refer to this as utter madness.
Fire at will. Take it easy there, Hunter.
This is utter madness.
Fudge you too.
Man, the right out lane has entered the chat.
You wouldn't know.
I don't remember it being so challenging before. I don't know. I don't know what the shot for jackpot is on this one.
The power generator is close to overheating. Meltdown is imminent.
Boss, Hellcat's locked in.
Methane blaster charged.
Oh, the guy's out of the thing.
Fudge me? Fudge you.
Yeah. Fudge you. Yeah, Space Junk 3000 says, love how this pinball maker embraces the silliness with the live actors, something others couldn't get away with. They've nailed their niche. I agree 100%.
Go back to your home planet.
100%. And they ran with it. And it's funny, Space Junk, because that's exactly what my daughter pointed out. She's like, I love the movies. The movies are so funny. It's true. This was also one of those games I mentioned to Shadowtronics one day when my daughter walked up to Dungeons and Dragons and just slayed my score. Well, somewhat the similar thing happened playing this game. She walked up to it and got like 400 million, which is quite a bit for a newbie. And yeah, she had a lot of fun. This is one of those ones where luck can be on your side. For example, the other day playing this game, I don't remember outlane draining on the right very often at all. And dang, she like, or to this last game, I drained all 3 balls on the outlane. But anyways, yeah. Yeah, Shadowtronics, I feel like my warranty is up. Maybe I need to, I need some more stimulants. Yeah, I mean, you got to think that the next generation's brain cells are just like freshly hatched and
Hello, rookie. I'm Captain Cayenne. Welcome to the squad. Let's check your skills.
Marte,
Shoot the flashing lights.
welcome to the stream and welcome to the chat.
Enemy tank. Convert to live ammo. Nice shot.
One thing, when I stare down at the playfield, like I don't always know when I'm in a tank battle.
Methane. Blaster. Engage.
The power generator is close to overheating. The freezer is heading for a meltdown.
Oh yeah. Back from.
You lost your ball, loser.
So Marte, this is Galactic Tank Force. I don't know if this is an LE or what edition it is, but it's by American Pinball. boy. Has some banger music, that's for sure. Yeah, the live acting, the call outs, the campiness, the kind of like.
Weapon blaster, ready.
I mean, they find a way to
Never
like
melt down. Get.
use the ladies without being too offensive.
Another chink in your zone. Fire at will. Nice shot.
I like the music when it kicks in. Right now in my basement, I have only I can hear the music, so it's like I'm standing playing this dead silent machine, like rocking out.
Keep those cows moving. Enemy saucer incoming at safe. It's time for cowabungo.
Cowabungo. The music kind of does remind me of TNA.
Tanks.
It has really good use of the shaker motor and the subwoofer. Oof. So Shadowtronic says when the tank robot talks, it mutes the live action. One thing I've noticed is that they do the sound design in this game. They do audio duck quite a bit. So like when the actors are talking, the music goes down. When the tank's doing talking, music goes down. So they definitely shift tracks. Nothing really overlaps. So there's two people talking at once. But yeah, I'll watch closely for that. And welcome, Johnny Button.
You, my friend, have achieved the rank of lieutenant.
We need walnuts. Use the nut dar to find them.
The nut dar. Where's the walnuts? Where's the ball? There we go.
You walnut fail.
Oof. One thing I think the A and lab at the back is burnt out, I think. I'm gonna check that when I have the lid up next.
towards you, grabber of nuts.
That's a lot of nuts.
Dude, I haven't got to that part yet. That's fucking hilarious. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad. I was going to switch this morning. I award you grabber of nuts. I can't do it. Plus the music, right? I don't know. One thing I do, I pride myself. I'll be completely honest. I pride myself on not being like a shill or getting overexcited about pinball on my channel. But like, I mean, that's pretty funny. That is good.
Hunter 1, still your turn.
I don't know how I haven't got to that part yet. I know. I mean, I am proud of that. I should get a shirt that... I should ask if American
Let's go.
Pinball will send me a
wait a
shirt
lunar
that
orbit.
says official grabber of nuts. Let the record show I've never received a free shirt. Actually, in RC racing, I have. Quite a few.
Lots of bilderberries for my zero-gravity ice cream research. Ramp up the mountain and harvest buckets of berries. Four more buckets. 3 more buckets. 2 more of these, please. Just 1 more bucket.
Come on. I need some ball control to get some more wildeberries. Ah! Oh, the audio's muted right now.
That's a ton of berries.
So yeah, Johnny Button, the replacing the fuse worked, I guess. Well, something must have caused the fuse to go. But it could have just been a weak fuse, or maybe someone stuffed an undersized fuse. I don't know. Hard to say.
Light extra ball.
I think what it was Space Junk 3000 said at the beginning of the stream, like, no other manufacturer could pull this off. Like, cow sounds and like this level of campiness. Like, I think American Pinball should like lean into that for future titles.
Power generator is close to overheating. Meltdown is imminent.
Like, people talk about, they're like, okay, well, we need a Star Wars Dark Side pinball machine. We need
It's a meltdown.
You know,
the pop bumpers to bring down
an
ice cream
Avengers,
freezers.
like, just Dark Side. Like, maybe we just need more campiness.
We need to eat this ice cream before it melts.
achieved the rank of captain.
Shields are down.
Yesterday, I was able to release the ball from the pinch, use the flipper to bounce it off the rubber
Well,
and back
hey,
into
diddle,
play.
diddle.
If anyone
What have we
cares.
got here?
Yeah, hype for Pokemon. So Marte, has that been announced yet? Or is there any deets?
Boss, mech on lockdown.
Yeah, there were some people talking about how awesome Pokemon would be at Expo. One gentleman, he didn't look like one that would be super into Pokemon. I mean, like, paint a picture of someone in your mind that wouldn't be into Pokemon. It was that guy. And he's like, yeah, to be completely honest, like, I'm super excited for Pokemon. I'm like, I mean, I'm excited too, but it was cool. I mean, yeah, Pokemon
Hunter
hype.
1, still your turn.
Pokemon hype for sure. One reason why I think that like campy, funny pinball doesn't always work, because most arcades you can't hear it. So like you can see obviously the campiness. But like when we played this game at Pinball Expo, Jay Biscuity was playing and like we couldn't hear anything. So it was more of a visual thing. But when you're playing in your basement, like you crank it up and you know, it fills the room. It's the whole thing. Yeah, like Shadow, you're right. If you can't hear it, it's literally not nearly as funny. So, but this game does have 4 speakers on the back box. Like it has, they look like 4-inch speakers and then tweeters above it, kind of like Spike 3, kind of like Spike 3. Has a decent sized subwoofer and an actual amplifier about the size of a large sandwich. So this game kind of pumps in its current form. So how's that going for it? Right now it's dead silent because my audio is, I just unplugged the audio from the amp and plugged my rig into it so you guys could get a better audio implementation. Yeah, it has a good shaker too. The shaker is nice. Yeah, oh, also total sidebar, Pin Sound. I'm going to try to be connecting with Pin Sound. They have something called a shaker enhancer. So you can take more control of your shaker settings, boost them up, change them. So supposedly like, yeah, anyways, Pin Sound has a thing called a shaker booster. I don't know, shaker. Basically it improves how, it allows like tweaking of your shaker. So you can, for example, if you don't want, like if you go in a Stern menu and you tell it to shake less, like you go from high to moderate, it actually shakes less at different events, but their device at Pin Sound, you can just make it shake less at all events. not have less shaking events, if that makes sense. So it's a tweaking tool. It's not super expensive, a little board. Anyways, I thought it was genius. I do have an interview with Pin Sound that I'm going to post on my YouTube. Again, I just posted like 5 interviews on YouTube. They're, something I might want to start to do. And there's going to be shorts and reels clipped from those over the next couple of weeks. Scheduled all that this morning. Yeah. Yeah, like it's a man and middle board shadow that like allows people to really fine tune it. I mean, it's an enthusiast device, but I don't know if it doesn't add events, but you can boost and change events.
Hello, rookie. I'm Captain Cayenne. Welcome to the squad. Get your hand on that shooter and see if you got the right touch.
Boom, boom. And also, before I start to flip, shout out and thank you to the viewers who watch this live stream on different platforms like X, Facebook.
Hunter 1, still your turn.
X, Facebook, other vertical platforms. Consider coming over to Twitch. Our chat over here is engaging. You get channel points. There's leaderboards, a lot more interaction. So, and you can get a subscription with your Amazon Prime membership, so you get no ads. So, consider coming over to Twitch. That's what our community is pretty awesome over here.
You gonna join this battle?
I am gonna join this battle. Shadowtronics, after this game, I'll do a playfield tour. Maybe in the middle of the game even, I'll do it. So
Enemy tape detected.
So the pumping music keeps pumping. Oh shit, shoot. Oh, it was just inside the ball save timer. That wasn't. Oh, it was. It's okay. I'll take it.
The power generator is close to overheating. The freezer is heading for a meltdown.
Ball was determined.
Accelerator. Now a double power. Explosive. Methane. Blaster. Engage. Bravo flank. Advance. Bravo flank. Advance.
Oh, shiznit. One thing I turned up in the settings, like 5% was 10% was the pop bumpers. They were set to like really soft. That was interesting.
Nice shot!
Fighters, lock in now.
pretty sure the right flipper dropped there for a second. When I hit the tank dead center, I'm pretty sure the flipper dropped. Be interesting to see.
Methane blaster. Ready.
Go to the sprinkled desert. I can dig it.
One interesting take.
Fire at will. Complete the second accelerator for even
The
bigger
flippers
results.
feel very similar to Stern or JJP, current Barrels of Fun. They're definitely not soft. Yeah, and the thing is, Shadowtronics, I could also turn them up even more. I didn't. They go up way higher, but...
One day, the people of Lumina will look back and say that you saved the ice cream.
Well, we lost a lot of we lost a lot of good men out there. I fought hard with plenty of ice cream cones in my day. What? Well, I'll eat. I'll eat later. I'm not stopping right now.
Let's check your skill. Go for the flashing light. Hunter, this is not a drill.
One adjustment,
It's not a treat without the sprinkles. Spin to the desert and scoop them up.
I'll pause. Is it on the table? I'll pause for 5 minutes. Yeah.
Good shot. Another take in your zone. Fire at will.
Once I finish this mode, I'm going to take a short break, hammer my breakfast.
Lock in.
On the accelerator. Now at double power.
Baba Yaga. Okay, so Jay Biscuity, I posted in Discord yesterday, is it a good idea to eat Dairy Queen and then a Krispy Kreme and go to almost immediately to bed? Would that cause night terrors? The verdict is yes. I had dreams that were so vivid. I was playing baseball in high school and I was good, very good, and played like in a tournament, and I remember almost all of it. I was pitching, stealing bases, getting in the hot box. I was playing shortstop, which I've never played before. So yeah, eating a Krispy Kreme and a Dairy Queen Blizzard right before bed causes
Hunter 1, still your turn.
I'm gonna go eat my breakfast though quickly. I'm gonna leave the music pumping and put on the break screen, but I'll be back in about 5 or 8 minutes. So I know I should have listened. To be honest, it was already too late. But I'm gonna put the break screen on, but you can keep the chat rolling and stuff.
Should I pull your plunger for you?
I muted the microphones when I went upstairs just in case there was some sort of like family democracy. It's a good idea to leave this banger music going. I really have to be careful if my daughter ever comes down, she's like, breakfast is ready on a Sunday or Saturday, and I say no. Not a good thing. Might not be ready next time. Oh, shoot. Tree Farmer Charlie says Flipside Memphis is closing the pin barn today. It'll be their last day open. Oh, man. I've watched their streams and raided over a couple times. That's too bad. Well, anyone who's stuck on for the in between the break, thank you for hanging out. We're playing Galactic Tank Force, obviously. Hoping to have like turkey bacon on my face. I mean, they shouldn't be allowed to call it turkey bacon, right?
You, my friend, have achieved the rank of lieutenant.
We need lots of elderberries for my zero-gravity ice cream research. Ramp up the mountain and harvest buckets of berries.
Oh, come on.
Off and it's locked.
The power generator is close to overheating. Meltdown is imminent.
Go for the kill shot.
Welcome, Dustin. Dustin Echoes.
Boss, cookies locked.
Okay. You know what's weird? There's no auto launch. Like there is an auto launch, but I can't trigger
Boy,
it.
you're one sharp shooter. Congratulations, Captain.
Aya, Baba Yaga.
Methane blaster, ready.
We need some walnuts. Use the nut detector to find them.
All right, getting ready to detect some nuts.
All locked. Tighten belts. Master arm on. Radio check.
Houdini, Panther.
You're cleared for takeoff. Have a good one.
Will Buster. It's party time.
Unbelievable.
Did a robot just jump out of that tank? You are.
No nuts for you.
I feel like the tank might be kind of binding. Let's check that.
Go back to your home planet.
Ooh. Well, that was sad. Galactic Tank Force.
Hello, rookie. I'm Captain Cayenne. Welcome to the squad. Let's check your skill. Shoot the flashing light.
You know, it's funny. During that first one, like, the line was like 10 words at the most, and you could still tell she was reading it.
Anything.
It's like a campiness multiplier.
Fire the methane missile.
I just realized, like, when it says fire the methane missile, is that like...
One shot.
Spy bots are detected.
I think one more shot will do it.
Oh, off the flipper tip. So yesterday, or sorry, this morning, when the ball gets stuck in between the flipper and that post, you can kind of flicker it and it'll bounce out. So I'm gonna try that a few times today. Oof. Oof. Yes, Documagineer, and welcome into the chat.
Fighters, lock in now.
Go for the kill shot.
Boss,
Warning, warning! We have a meltdown! Save the ice cream! We need to move the ice cream before it melts!
Nice shot. Fire the methane missile. Double flank. Advanced. One more shot will do it. Bravo flank.
You, my friend, have achieved the rank of lieutenant.
It looks to me like maybe the tank rises up, but then it didn't rise back down. I could be wrong.
One day, the people of Lumina will look back and say that you saved the ice cream.
One day. I destroyed some ice cream last night. I felt like I was the Dairy King after destroying that blizzard last night. Okay, well, I told Shadowtronics we're going to do a playfield tour, but one thing I mentioned yesterday, I like how you can change the lighting, the idle, like attract light show, just by pushing the button. One mode we got into, and you guys know I'm a Stern fanboy. The lighting where it did search for your shot or search for the ice cream, that was one of the nicer light shows I've seen in a lot of pinball games. So that says a lot. Like we're talking, I feel like this is like an underrated title at this point. It's certainly fun to shoot. I feel like it's going to get more fun when I realize what the quirks are. Shooting the tank in the center, I feel like one of the switches might not be registering, but I did a switch test. Anyways, the side quest, but the lighting, it has these, I don't know what these rails are called, if they're called like hot rails or there's something. They have a name, but there's these light bars that are facing downward that when you're playing, they don't bother you at all. They're like, much like Pin Stadium or Pin Lights or whatever. But they're not mounted to the glass, so they don't block any of the stuff you want to see. The only thing is they kind of make it so you can't really see the art blades. That's a bit of a thing. Documengineer asks, do they have continuous firmware updates at launch? They launch with full game code. The firmware updates are pretty simple to do by USB. In the menu, it shows you can connect this to Wi-Fi, but that's it. Like, I didn't try to do I don't think you can do a firmware update over Wi-Fi. The thing is, like, to be able to do cloud updates is a huge additional infrastructure required. They need to have servers at server space at Amazon Web Services. They need to have all sorts of authentication both ways. They need to keep up. The authentication on both ends has to meet certain audit criteria for security. So this game, and actually I think ABBA as well, had the ability to connect to Wi-Fi, but that was it. Like, it didn't say, you could log in and do an update. So this one's basically like a mini PC in the back. The thing I like that it's a mini PC in the back, if that thing goes, like, dude, I could go onto Amazon and buy one for like probably $200, and unless the drive and data went, but and it is a closed system. I mean, I'm curious. If I were to keep this game, I'd really want to know what all that tech is in the back. But yeah. But yeah, welcome to the new viewers, and thank you for the new subscription renewals, the new subs. If you're not a follower, consider following. I'm 4 follows away from 420. So consider that follow button. If you're into other pinball video stuff, I put some videos on my YouTube from Pinball Expo. So do those things. Go to the tubes. Anyways, yeah, said I do a playfield tour. I'm going to start a game so that you can hear some music while we do a playfield tour.
Hello, rookie. I'm Captain Cayenne. Welcome to the squad.
Let's check your skill. Shoot the flashing light.
Hunter 1, still your turn.
All right. So you notice too, there's a magnet kind of just sitting there in the center. So when you're battling the tank, it actually does kind of deflect the ball, I think in a quite clever way. There's no shortage of stand-up targets in this game too. There's 3 on either side, but then there's also 4 on either side next to the...
Hey! You awake there, Hunter?
They're hiding in the back, but they're next to the pop bumper nest. There's 4 stand-ups on either side, which is, you know, lots of stand. And then obviously the ones at the tank. The guy pops out of the tank. And the star of the show, the hanging cow under the spaceship, is chef's kiss. And so the back box itself, too. I'm getting a reflection. Can't really see it from there. Has like kind of cool green tank lighting. Also, did I mention the thing looks like a tank? How can I show that? Wow. Can't really show it. Can't easily show it, but it has it like when you lay the back box down, it's a freaking tank. It's a tank. That's actually something interesting too. Shadowtronic said the ball can get trapped under either flipper, but it's not a typical like what you would call a ball trap where it like is trapped. It'll get pinched, and then you can flip it like that, and it'll sometimes bounce it back into play. Also, there's these little in lanes called Lucky Break, and in the menu, you can adjust like how often they give you a ball save. So let's say you're like this, and the ball finds its way under. I don't know if you guys can even see my hand. See my hand? Okay. Actually, you guys can't even really see that. I'm gonna switch back to flipper cam. So down in this area, if you have a flipper up and the ball comes here, you can make it trigger a ball save. So that's kind of nice because let's say you're in a multi-ball or other kind of subjective things. Like this machine does feel like it's built very well, but I mean, at this point, I wonder if all machines kind of feel like that. I've yet to have a pinball machine that didn't feel like it was built quite well. So, mind you, Funhouse is up next. So we'll see that too, but.
Methane blaster charged. Hunter, this This is not a drill.
Shoot the lad.
One thing I wish is that you could get it up the ramp with the left flipper.
The power generator is close to overheating. Meltdown is imminent.
Boom, boom. Cat BZ, I can't say for sure. I don't know if it isn't, but when I did a switch test, nothing's held on, and like I might take the glass off later and do another switch test, but I don't know. I don't think it's broken.
Hey, rookie, we have a meltdown. Get to it. Methane blaster charged. Great shot.
Things are starting to cool. Keep it up.
Oh. It was in the shooter lane.
Button, lock in.
No problem, Dustin Echoes. Have a good day. We'll see you later.
Nice shot.
Cow of Death.
Nice shot.
Ah. See, I've been able to kind of like panic rattle the ball back into play.
I think one more shot will do it. Another take in your zone. Fire at will. Nice shot. Nice shot.
More.
The second accelerator for even higher scoring.
That was a relatively
Keep at it, Hunter.
low scoring game, but well, okay. So for those of you in the chat, trying to decide what game to put on stream next, I sort of want to go back to Star Wars since it's the new and shiny. Was that Kong and John Wick recently already too? Just did Metallica yesterday. Dungeons, Foo Fighters, Jaws or 70th. Yeah, and the thing is, if I do put Funhouse on, I have I have to build something to hold the camera to look at the freaking scoreboard. I can't tap into the HDMI. So, not which game to buy. I don't have one. Unfortunately, I had to make other choices that I stand behind. No, I mean, one day, you never know if a Venom would come across the list. I'm still hoping that maybe nitropinball will like lend/give me. They have a Stranger Things premium that's sitting there that was like a show copy that's never been used. I would love that. I mean, I can't help but think that my channel and stream has maybe contributed to them selling out their 40 allotment or whatever of Winchester in like an hour. I would consider a Stranger Things. The only thing is showing it on stream, I would need to wire in something so I can, when I go to the upside down in Stranger Things, I can turn off the lights. Like I could basically wire in a remote so I can turn off my playfield lighting. It's possible. I could do it. Also, supposedly, like being able to see it might be one I just run in a much darker lighting setup. I don't know. Yeah, Nitro does have a couple Ultraman. They're all new in box though. They're on sale. They're a good deal. And but it's quite a task for Nitro to loan me games too. Like it was quite a big deal to take 2 out and bring 2 in. There's stairs involved, so I'll probably change my Nitro loaner games every couple months. I mean, Nitro gets a benefit when I play all the other Sterns because they sell all those Sterns too. So their logo being on when I play Metallica Remastered too.
Let's check your aim on that skill shot. I've got you covered. Go for it, Hunter.
Part of me feels like when I get a direct hit on the tank, it isn't fully registered. Let's do a test.
What a shot.
Hunter 1, still your turn.
Another tank in your zone. Fire at will. Great shot. I think one more shot will do it.
Have you ever used your plunger?
Well, it looks like it worked. I don't know.
Hey! Nice touch, rookie.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Oh, I forgot to put the camera
Go
down.
to the Sprinkle Desert and get digging.
Fire the methane missile.
Congratulations.
Next time, try a straw.
Definitely feels like the buttons off of center work better. You know what I mean? Switches.
The power generator is close to overheating. The freezer is heading for a meltdown.
One more shot. Another tank? And this one has shields? Double flank. Advance.
Fighters, lock in.
We need lots of elderberries for my zero-gravity ice cream research. Ramp up the mountain and harvest buckets of berries.
That was interesting. I feel like the sling didn't fire just then. Maybe it just brushed it.
Great game. Brought to you by me, Duke Moonwalker.
I don't know. I mean, let's just get it out there. Like, the acting kind of reminds me of like what I hear other films are like from the 90s and stuff. You know. B rated and such. I didn't realize that went on the. Man, where's my 2 billion score? At least I'm clearing the leaderboard of these other people.
Hello, rookie. I'm Captain Cayenne. Welcome to the squad. Get your hand on that shooter and see if you got the right touch. Explosive. Methane. Blaster. Engage. Hunter, this is not a drill. What a shot!
That was interesting. So like a light shot hit it, but a direct shot wouldn't.
Nothing. Blaster, engage. Nice shot. I think one more shot will do it.
This will be a good one for me to test out American Pinball's current product support. Because that's a normal problem that like
Another take in your zone. Fire at will.
a home user could
Enemy
have.
saucer incoming at the research farm. Shoot it
Likely
down.
it's just a either, yeah, like that was a direct hit.
You have
Bravo flank. Advanced.
You, my friend, have achieved the rank of lieutenant.
Yeah, Boots, welcome to the chat. We're playing
Some hold it.
GTF, obviously. Yeah.
Fighters, lock in now.
Power generator is close to overheating. Meltdown is imminent.
Nice shot. Hey, rookie, we have a meltdown. Get to it. I think one more shot will do it. He's a robot.
You need 2 more scoops.
Alpha fleet advanced.
Boss Raymond's locked in.
I'll be completely honest with you guys. The more I play this game, the more I love it. Why do I feel bad even saying that? There's something about the lighting. The lighting, like, is better than any Stern game. Like, maybe it's just because it's different. I like how they're all diffused a bit. Yeah, like, and this music is such a banger. I don't know. I wish there was more tracks, you know?
Hunter 1, still your turn.
All right, cringe moment over, but anyways, the lighting is, especially when it did the thing like search for the shot, and it did like the kind of like in Godzilla, like the tank search.
Hey, awake there, Hunter?
So I was a little bit thinking when we're talking about Stranger Things, like I have a thing for Stranger Things, but like I feel like this is more fun. Stranger Things really has going for it the video assets, the sound, and the Demogorgon and the jump. Yeah, catch you later, John. Thanks for coming to hang out. And like, I'm really careful never to like hype something up unless I truly feel it's cool. So I don't know. Once I move the rig off of this, I'm gonna play with my wife and daughter and see like how they feel about it. Maybe it's just it's possible that so here's another thing. So I put a deposit on Winchester Mystery House, but the truth is, like, I might not get that game for 8 months. So that's like, I'm not going 8 months without getting another game. But also, I just wanted to say thank you guys for coming to the stream on this Sunday. It's making it a positive day. Having friends in the chat has been a rewarding part of this. Yeah, I feel like the direct hits on the tank are not... The direct hits on the tank sometimes aren't registering. So I'll start a trouble ticket and see how they handle it. That was one thing I mentioned on stream about ABBA. Like, when I did have trouble with ABBA, the support was like immediate. And whenever I've had trouble with my Sterns, the support was immediate. So, I mean, as far as people like, you know, making a big purchase for a pinball machine, the support is one thing that kind of, it's not like lifetime warranty, but for a home user, they should feel confident that these machines are pretty well supported. Plus, like, playing this game, I mean, I have like farm animal sound effect hype, like, or like the like I'm not against animal sounds like that. It's fun. Boom, boom. I have hype for the moos. That's sort of the sound they make, right? But the chicken back there, that was like, God. Funny thing is, like, right now the game audio is plugged right into the mixer. So like, imagine like my daughter and one of her friends walk by behind me. What the fuck's wrong with your dad? Man, the game can't decide what to do. I didn't even know I was in a multi-ball.
is open. Our generator is close to overheating. Meltdown is imminent.
We need hot fudge. Build some drilling rigs and see if you can find a gusher. What the fudge was that? What the fudge?
And I mean, CapBZ set makes a good point, says, unless you're in a tournament, but that's not what this game is made for. You know, I think all the manufacturers are pretty vocal these days that they are not targeting.
We'll keep a tank warm for you.
They're not targeting tournament play. It's almost like they know their market, the demographic and psychographic purchaser is a home arcade between, I think the mark was like 35 and 55. I think that it's like one of the last things they focus on is the tournament players' needs and requirements. I know what you're saying, CapBZ, but like, to be honest, they are a small part of those organizations. Keith and Ray Day. So one could say also that that's a little bit like they'll put those people. The truth is, they're still trying to create games that target the home market now. I mean, even on the Stern tour, they did say that that is the massive majority of their market, like 90% to 10%. So even operators fit into that 10%. And tournament players would be like 10% of that 10%. So I don't think any game that gets designed these days is like, all right, we have to make this perfect for a tournament. I'm not saying it, but yeah, but CapBZ, my dialogue isn't to say that that is an important market. I'm just saying that those big organizations, they're not targeting that 1%. And I do believe even in the 1990s, they were targeting that the operators, the location arcades, and tournament players more like 70% to 30% home users. I believe that is like statistically kind of accurate. And I think also, statistically they're trying to pack as little into the games as possible. There's nothing, see, a few outliers, like look at Evil Dead, like that machine probably makes like $500 per machine. Like I feel like they put so much in it, right? But I would say, okay, so here's something, and again, this is just a personal take, like from a business, marketing, and pinball person's lens, like my point of view is the marketing of these machines, the first and foremost is that home user. Like, you know, they're going to buy an LE or a premium. They want an upper playfield, super complex rules that are super deep. I would say 1 in 5 games is going to cater more to that tournament player, like CapBZ. Those games being games like Jaws, King Kong, not even really King Kong. That's more, there's so much in there. Games like Star Wars, I would say, would be more targeted for tournament player. A little simpler, more open playfield. Even Godzilla has a lot going on, but the Pro model would be more targeted toward arcade and tournament players. But Also, one thing like, yeah, I agree. You're making a great hot take. Cap Beasley says Jaws, Wick, X-Men, Kong, Star Wars, Venom, Foo Fighters are all pretty suitable for tournaments. Yeah. And then there's like exceptions. I was looking over at that Dungeons and Dragons. I would say Dungeons and Dragons, games like this, Galactic Tank Force, I believe they'll do well in arcades, but I feel like also maybe they're more for that other audience, which is the 90% of buyers, to have in the house. Especially this one that like looks so goofy with the flashing red light and the big tank turret on the back. But Space Junk 3000 says D&D seems to be a longer playing game. However, they like that it can play on site with your saved data. Yeah, totally. So right when Dungeons and Dragons came out, I had just bought it at home, and then I was doing a lot of work travel in Chicagoland area, Indiana area, and like I would walk up to like in a random bar or barcade, and hop on Dungeons and Dragons, and like my whole character was all progressed. And this is when there was still a lineup to play, like it was so new, but people are like, "Oh, well, you're pretty far." I'm like, "Yeah, I don't even know that, but yes." So I do think more and more Stern titles will have more tied to that insider connected tracking ability. I mean, let's be honest, they're in the data game. They touched on this a little bit at the Stern Factory tour. If anyone currently works in IT or marketing, data and data mining, data interpretation, and data gathering is absolutely priceless. Like, don't get me wrong, they can tell you which parts of which games are failing, which switches people hit more, what game, obviously stuff like play habits, time spent on games, how often people rage quit, hold the cancel button. Like, they can use that data to design a game that'll come out and it'll be just good enough for the next buyer. Does that make sense? So big companies are, I mean, that is just how marketing and data, big data has been, and it will be only worse. When now AI can sit and interpret massive data sets and come up with solutions like, hey, it looks like your buyers in this age group and this region like a Star Wars premium over a pro, or that same players putting more time on Star Wars than they are on Kong. Like, they imagine how much power is in that data stream. So Stern, I mean, I think Jersey Jack, all their games are connected, aren't they? Maybe Spooky. But that type of data with the right people interpreting it. So at my workplace, we gather data all throughout the production line. So we have data points like, okay, how fast this is going, how much waste there is, how much stoppages are, why we're stopping. When we can go in and interpret that data into like, hey, we got to add an extra person here, or we don't need as many people here, we can move them into here. Or if you moved someone from, sweeping the floor into watching product quality, your yield goes up. Like, data is just so incredibly valuable. And then using tools like different types of AI or just good data scientists and data miners, like there's, it's an absolutely skilled profession to be able to interpret data into decision making. So Stern has this incredible amount of data flow, and I believe they are going to use it to come up with what are going to be the next game releases, but also how much they have to put into a game to satisfy and repeat buy and play. And also, they'll be able to determine, you know, hey, that movie title we released like wasn't as good as that unlicensed title, or hey, that unlicensed title did incredible because it had this designer on it. Like, they'll be able to create teams and shift teams based on what is able to get them the best bang for their buck. And it's all that data stream that is present at Stern is, we're not ever going to see, you will never see Stern share that data or allow anyone into their ecosystem. People talk about it. Oh, they're going to license it. Oh, they could. It's never going to fucking happen. Ever. I can promise you that. It is their most valuable asset. I would not be surprised if they have patents on how that data stream is handled, how it is distributed, how secure it is. I don't think Insider Connected will ever be licensed. I don't think anyone will ever come out with a competitor that works in a similar way that is so widely adopted. Also, thank you to the new follower. Real Vinyl Dude, welcome in. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. I really appreciate it. We are 3 followers away from 420 followers. I am pushing towards 500 followers. It's coming. It's one of my big goals. But yeah, Cap Easy, no problem. I mean, the subject came up, but you know, I think the biggest positive thing we're experiencing in the last, 6 months even, but more like year or two in pinball, is the competition is actually disrupting what the trajectory of companies like Stern. So the competition is coming in and saying, hey, we can access some of your customers by adding more value, adding more reliability, or adding, something like supply and demand, artificial supply and demand, like, Barrels just did, Spooky's done. So they're kind of disrupting that whole plan over at Stern. So Stern has everything in the way of data. They have everything in the way of production horsepower. They've got a lot of the best designers, marketing resources, management, operations, support teams. So they can make the best games. But we are seeing that be disrupted by a couple really savvy, it's seemingly well-funded and well-organized competitors. I mean, let's be honest, they're becoming enemies to Stern. They are the enemy. So Space Junk 3000. So basically, this only goes one or two ways. Mergers and acquisitions is one way. More vertical integration at all the companies. Like it's a survival. And, these competitors, the new kids on the block, Spooky's been slowly burning their way to the top, or near the top. But also Barrels of Fun, they came in, they're clearly they're well supported financially, well backed. They're making very calculated, good moves. And this is like, a small country going to war with a big country and winning using everything it's got. Like, this is a good time to be just sitting back and eating popcorn and watching pinball become better. Truly, it's becoming better. And I think that some of the manufacturers were on easy mode for a couple of years, but no one's on easy mode now. Yeah, Documengineer says at this rate, a merger of 2 or 3 of the boutique OEMs need to happen if they're going to survive. That's entirely possible that the a couple of those companies could merge and then still stay as competitors, like keep their brands. That is entirely possible. So. Tom.com. Absolutely. Competition is good in the long run. Competition in the way of what we're seeing right now, we're not just seeing competition like another player existing. This player is like attacking relentlessly and creatively. They're bringing more value, more quality, and more availability. They're taking orders, they're making orders. The orders are good. This whole thing, like, you guys have heard a lot of people talk about this. I'm trying to, have a spin on it from, what I do as a career. But what we are seeing, Spooky brought out a product, their build of materials and their assets they brought in with Evil Dead. They launched it well. They hyped it well. They did the diamond thing. They did a limited supply. Like, that was the shot across the bow. And now those companies are at war. They pretend they're friends, but they pretend they're friends. I witnessed a bit of an interaction that was, I can't tell you who was in this interaction, but some of the people, there's some heated relationships going on in pinball that I saw at Pinball Expo that happened in the hallways. So definitely there's some noses bent out of joint. There's some friendships that are going to be lost. That's for sure. But anyways, went off there into another chat topic, but that's one thing I like to do on the stream too, especially on a topic where people are interested. And Cat BZ says Williams had basically no competition in the 90s, but Pinball 2000 came out of wanting to compete with the way video games were way out of their league. Yeah. Says Cat BZ also says, I think competition with other pinball manufacturers makes way more sense than competition with video games companies. Yeah, you're right. That is correct. We saw that play out. Documengineer, one issue is how much of an impact the smaller OEMs are having on when they only produce 500 titles. It's like a water balloon hitting a battleship. Well, it's definitely having an impact, right? It's definitely doing something. And it may, what it might do, Documengineer, it might not have a huge devastating impact, but it may cause that ship to move course. Does that make sense? Like that ship is getting attention it doesn't want. It's gonna, in my opinion, they're gonna have to just change some methods or release additional quality and value in their games.
Hello, rookie. I'm Captain Cayenne. Welcome to the squad.
Welcome.
Get
Welcome
your
to the
hand on that
squad. New
shooter
followers and
and
subscribers
see if you
also.
got the right touch. Hunter, this is not a drill. Enemy tank, Sector 1.
It's not a treat without the sprinkles. Spin to the desert and scoop them up.
Another take in your zone. Fire at will.
Shoot.
Next time, try a straw.
No sprinkles for me. I'll be honest, I really like the sound design in this game.
Fighters, lock in now.
Like, for what it's trying to do, I think it does pretty well.
Great shots.
Just gonna chop up here. Doc Imagineer says also, yes, but if it's repeated, the water balloons that the ship isn't changing course. It needs to counteract with something stronger, more compelling, and more game-changing. That's why a merger makes sense. Consolidate resources to minimize costs and reduce redundant development. Gather the great minds under one roof. It's possible, and I believe that I don't disagree. I think you're right.
The power generator is close to overheating. The lab is heading for a meltdown. Go for the kill shot.
And now back to our show. There's something goofy going on here. The fuck? There's something a little bit goofy going on with this
Hunter 1, still your turn.
auto launch.
You always keep me waiting.
The ball is like stuck on the switch from when I was moving it. All right, we're doing some stuff live here. I hope it doesn't fire when my hand's there. All right, well, can it not decide what to do? The hold music. I don't think there's a ball jammed anywhere else. All right, well, we're on hold. Waiting for the ball search. It definitely, like, I think it thinks there's a ball. Unless there is one stuck somewhere. I really don't feel like dealing with this right now. I'll come back to it later. I forget why I was even looking at that. Okay, well, I'm going to diagnose this. That one above the pops. I'll go look. Hold on. Yeah. Baba Yaga. Let's see what the no, I don't think. I think what's happened. I think the either the auto launch switch that detects the ball, I think, is integrated into the auto launch. I think it's somehow like right next to it, but I'm gonna deal with this later because I've been standing here long enough. But I'll try to diagnose that. Definitely all the balls are in it, but I'll lift the playfield. I feel like something right now is even like powered off. Lost ball. Some sort of mysterious gremlin going on, but how that started, what made me look in there was the auto launcher was like kind of off of center, so I wasn't able to launch the ball. Yeah. It's stuck in a loop. Maybe when I stuck my finger under there, I maladjusted the wire for that sensor. Because it's not ball searching, it's trying to auto launch. So it thinks that that switch is pushed. Anyways, I'm not going to deal with this right now, but stay tuned later. I'm switching to another title. If you're on our Discord, check in there. We'll maybe decide on there what to play next. I feel like because Sunday's a popular day for live streaming, I'll probably go on to Star Wars again because it's a new and shiny game. I love playing it. But we shall see. Thank you for the patience. Thank you for your patience, everybody, while I tried to figure out what the flying cow F that was going on there. Yeah, I hope the middle of your Sunday or whichever time it is in your time zone is enjoyable. But oh, you're going to see Tron Documagineer? That's pretty rad. Endlessly lost in pinball dreams.
Seconds left. Mark Carlson, Eddie Smith.
We're going to head over to this tournament because it's awesome.
It's totally